Yo, Liam, you back with another episode of Minecraft survival games. Today we're playing the map Winds of Change, and today I want to talk to you guys about sports games. And you're probably like, Minecraft with Liam and sports games? Like, what are we talking about here? How is this happening? But yeah, I don't talk about sports on my channel often because, to be honest, I know very little about them. But, over the years, I have had my fair shot of going to my city's local sports games, and I'm talking about the pro games, you know, not like high school football or anything like that, because truthfully I know nothing about high school football. I mean, my school like won state and I don't even care. But anyway, let me talk about this a bit. So sports in American culture is a very, very weird thing, believe it or not. If you kind of look at it, here's an example. If I offered you that does not have a thing. Okay, that'll buy me some time. Okay, if I offered you 300, my bad, not you. If I offered a bunch of Americans $300 for a movie ticket, and I'm gonna tell you it's gonna be an exciting movie, and it's like 3 hours long, you know. Okay, most Americans would not pay for that movie ticket. They'd be like, why would I pay $300 to see a 3-hour movie? That's such a waste of money. But if you offered a bunch of Americans, especially people who live in Dallas, to buy a $300 ticket to go to a Dallas Cowboys game at Cowboys Stadium in Dallas, Texas, live watching the players throw the ball in front of your face and stuff, a bunch of Americans would actually pay for it. You know, people don't typically spend a lot of money on one-time things if it's not important. For example, like a TV in your house, or like a bed, or, you know, something that, like, you'll use again and again. But for a one-time experience, $300 is a lot, especially if it's not a vacation. But people will do it. Another exception that sports have is that you can be dumber than a bag of rocks during high school, but you can get into some top-level universities just by being good at a sport. And a lot of you are probably thinking, well, Liam, are you against that? Because, I mean, you do hate stupid people, as I've previously mentioned in my videos, but I'm actually in favor of, athletes getting to go to top-level schools because they're good at athletics. Because here's the way I see it. If you're not naturally smart and you can't make the grades, then the smart thing to do is play your strengths and try to get in on athletics. That's a smart thing to do, because people will take you if you're an athlete. I mean, hell, I'm going to Clemson next year and they have a good football team. You think everyone I'm gonna run into there is gonna be like super smart and everything? No, like, I mean, Clemson's a good school, but it's not like top line, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's pretty good. It's ranked 21 for a public university, but that's another story. So anyway, I want to talk to you guys about the sports games I have been to. So let's start off with, well, let me list the Dallas sports teams. We got the Dallas Stars, which is hockey, the Dallas Mavericks, which is basketball, the Texas Rangers, which is baseball, the Dallas Cowboys, which is football, and that's it. I don't know if Dallas has a soccer team. If we do, I haven't heard of them. I have no idea if they're good or not. I don't know where they play. I don't know any of the players. And soccer sucks. I hate watching that stuff, especially when the World Cup's going on. Good lord. Those games take 90 minutes, and they are so long, and they are so boring. I cannot stand to watch it. So let's start off with hockey. Because out of all the sports games sporting events I've been to, most of them have been hockey. I've probably seen about 12 Dallas Stars games over the years, and hockey is my favorite sport to watch because it's pretty fast-paced, you know. It's a bunch of people moving on in a small arena, field, whatever you want to call it. For hockey, it's obviously an ice rink. But anyway, I think hockey is very interesting to watch because it's fast-paced, and it's especially cool when the game is tied and it's winding down at the end. And yeah, it's just fun when that happens. But my absolute favorite thing about hockey is when the fights break out. No sport has fights in it anymore like they used to in the gladiator days back in Rome. Sports do not have fighting, and you usually get like kicked, like soccer, which sucks. You get kicked out of the game if you fight. But in hockey, it's fun. I love it when the fights break out, because it's always so interesting to watch. It's always kind of funny because, like, the ref is just standing there, and, like, he watches it for a few seconds, he's like, I'm gonna let this play out a bit, and now I think that's enough fighting, and then they blow the whistle. Like, they always wait for, like, 5 or 6 seconds for the crowd to start cheering, and then the crowd's like, go, let's go, let's go, like, they're cheering for their home team fighter against the other team, and it's always funny. I love it. I think it's hilarious. Especially minor league games. I've been to 1 minor league hockey games. If you guys like hockey just for the fights, go to a minor league game. It's cheaper, and the refs let those fights go out for like 30 seconds. Like, there's at least 2 people who are bleeding by the time one of those minor league hockey fights gets broken up. So that's that. If you're into the fights, I totally recommend that. Anyway, the majority of the Dallas Stars games I've been to, they've won, and I think they're doing pretty good at the moment. I think they, like, made the playoffs or whatever, and I don't know, Stars haven't won a Stanley Cup in, like, 16 years or something. They won it in 99, so 2016 is 16 years, I guess. 17 years, I don't know. Anyway, damn it, this game is so short. Hate it when that happens, when I have too much commentary and the game runs short. Anyway, let's talk about, oh shoot, that guy just kind of emerged out of nowhere. Oh, shoot, gotta eat one of these. I should have jumped in the water. Okay, let me eat that. Oh, this guy's way better than I am. Hold on. Ah, damn it, he got me. Okay, so we're obviously gonna take this into a second game because I'm only 7 minutes into my commentary. I did not mean to click that one. I meant to click the other one. Join SG. Okay, not that long till the next game. So anyway, let's do some Mortal Skies. So anyway, next sporting event is, we'll talk about the Dallas Cowboys. I've actually never seen a Dallas Cowboys game, but I have been to AT&T Stadium, otherwise known as Cowboys Stadium, twice. One time, for my 9th birthday party, which is kind of weird. It's like, why would I have a birthday party at Cowboys Stadium? Well, anyway, the moms in, my grade, everyone who had a January and February birthday in my grade, when we were all, like, turning 9, the moms got together and rented out Cowboys Stadium for a day, and this was during February, and the Cowboys probably didn't make the playoffs that year, whatever, so, you know, the stadium wasn't really being used for much. So anyway, the moms rented out the stadium. There were probably like 10 of us that were all celebrating it together. And my birthday party was at the stadium. We ate the cake at the stadium. We played a game of football at the stadium. Like, it was kind of cool. There was like a touchdown contest where all the kids lined up and you had to do your touchdown dance if, like, and like, a judge would rank you from 1 to 10. It was kind of stupid, and to be honest, I didn't really enjoy the party that much, but, I mean, it is kind of cool that, I did get to, like, go on the field and stuff. So that's the first time I've been there. The second time I've been to, Cowboys Stadium is my school played a game there one time. Jerry Jones owns the Dallas Cowboys, and, like, his grandson goes to, school in Dallas, and my school, played against that school, at Cowboys Stadium, and it was kind of exciting. Most of the seats in the stadium were obviously empty, because it wasn't a pro NFL game, but they did have a section out for, the students to sit in, and I'm like, you know what? Like, it's pretty much $5 to go to this fine stadium and watch my school play, and all my friends at school were going, so I'm like, you know what, I'll just go. So I went, and it was a pretty fun game. My school ended up winning, which is kind of cool. So yeah, those are my 2 experiences there, but football is the sport I can tolerate the least. Man, football sucks. Well, actually, soccer's more boring, but, like, out of the 4 main sports, football sucks. So boring. I already made a whole video about that, and that one was pretty recent. Anyway, Next is the Texas Rangers. Let's talk about the Rangers for a second. Rangers, I've been to, I went to one game when I was like really little, and okay, I didn't die. Went to one game when I was really little, and I don't really remember it. And then I went, shoot, I needed that fishing rod. I went to 2 games about 3 years ago. It was during the same season. Baseball is a bit more fun. I can tolerate it a lot more. Okay, let me just do that maneuver. I can tolerate baseball a lot more than the other sports. I don't know, it's kind of exciting, but there isn't really much to say. I've always wanted to go to a game where, someone rushes the field, you know what I mean? Oh man, that'd be awesome. I love watching those videos on YouTube. If you ever get bored on YouTube, I highly recommend watching guys running onto the baseball field. It's so funny because they have to like pause the game and everything. They have to pause the game and like all the athletes just stand there, and then there's like some idiot running on the field like shirtless or something, and then all the officers have to get the guy. It's so funny when they get away too. I love it when they get away. Like there's a guy who like rushed the field from like the 3rd baseline, and he ran to center field. He went to the like back wall at center field and like hopped up onto the grass, and then climbed a few seats in the stands, and then climbed through another arch and actually got away. It's kind of hard to describe, but try to find that video on YouTube. I love that one. Anyway, yeah, baseball is just kind of, yeah, it's just kind of like that. And then for the Dallas Mavericks, I have only been to 1 Mavericks game that I can remember. I was probably about 12 at the time, and I was literally at the top row. I mean, like, if I looked behind me, there was no one, and there wasn't, like, another level above me. I mean, literally, I was, like, 50 feet above the basketball court, and I had to, like, look down with the magnifying glass to see the players. I didn't actually bring a magnifying glass, but I was at the top row, and I barely saw what was happening. Like, I was so high up that I could see straight through the, basketball net, like, if that made sense. Like, you know how if you're kind of, like, watching basketball from the side, the rim, like, it's kind of, like, sideways, like, you're looking sideways at the rim? I was so high up, when I looked down at the rim, I could see the full circle, and it looked circular. Like, the rim was... that's a poor way of explaining it. I apologize. Basically, I was really high up. I couldn't even see the ball. It was so high up. It sucked. I mean, the ticket was only 20 bucks, so it's like, okay, I didn't throw away a ton of money on that game. And it was only 20 bucks because it was the top row. If you get those courtside seats, you're going into the 100s at least. I have been on the Dallas Mavericks basketball court. There was one time I got to take a free throw on the Mavericks basketball court. I missed, but it was kind of cool stepping on the court and everything. Yeah, those are kind of my experiences with the sports games. You know, it just kind of is what it is. The really interesting events only happen, like, once in a blue moon. Like, for example, guy rushing the field, a really good hockey fight. Like, obviously, when I was talking about all these sports games, the most exciting part, isn't the game itself, it's the cool stuff that happens around the game. Like, for example, I never go to a sports game by myself. I wouldn't find that fun. I'd go with a group of friends and probably be talking to my friends more than watching the actual game. Oh! I threw that one away. I should have pulled out my sword. I threw that one away. But anyway, that is that. So yeah, sports games are kind of an interesting thing. If you guys got good sports stories, leave them in the comments below and I'll try to read them. And now I can't move. I can't move even though I'm pressing my W key. Yeah, I'm pressing my W key and I'm not moving. Hate it when this happens. So yeah, thank you for watching Dave's So Vintage. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.